Bill Gates co-founded Microsoft in 1975. One of the topics discussed in sessions he attended as a part of the company's board was artificial intelligence. People were worried that artificial intelligence would change the way work is done and how Microsoft programs are used. OpenAI, a unicorn startup in Microsoft's sights, recently signed a multi-billion-dollar deal. Gates will meet with the company's president Greg Brockman in the summer of 2022 to see some of OpenAI's generative AI products. In our print feature, you can read more about OpenAI's purpose and the race to make AI work. Sam Altman, the company's CEO, shared his thoughts on artificial intelligence in a comment exclusive to Forbes. Gates offered his opinion on artificial intelligence in a comment shared exclusively with Forbes below. The quest to create an artificial intelligence that can see, hear and write is a long-standing endeavor for the software development industry. People have been fascinated with this concept since I started learning about software. When AI technology advanced well enough to understand speech and image recognition, I became interested in how many more inventions we'd need before AI could become intelligent in the sense of passing tests and writing fluently. I've personally known Sam Altman for a very long time. I learned about Greg Brockman through OpenAI and other outside resources because he studied under Ilya Sutskever, his co-founder and lead scientist. People asked me the same question many times: how high can we reach? They said it was important to have more symbolic logic and clearer knowledge represented to push higher than current limits. They successfully convinced me that emergent behavior is an important aspect to consider when building language models with large volumes. They've also come up with some innovative ideas by combining AI with reinforcement learning. I've stayed in contact with them and they've been receptive to showing off their work. They've also partnered with Microsoft to utilize a larger backend they've designed. This has led to many collaborations in the future, especially related to the technical aspects of the framework that require these new skills. I love wearing hats that represent my favorite causes. This one, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which Gates talked more about in September, is great because it means I'm able to provide health care for people living in Africa who normally wouldn't see a doctor. It's also fantastic that an expert math tutor is available to students from the inner city. You understand, we don't have to be had white-collar employee capability for some of very worth reasons. I must say, genuinely with inside the closing year, progress in AI got me very excited. Very few human beings have visible as many technological changes, or primary changes, as close-up as you've got visible. How could you evaluate AI to a number of the landmark moments in generation history? I could say, it's up there. We have PC without images interface. Then you've got PCs with images interfaces, which might be such things as Windows and Macs, and that truly commenced for me after I frolicked with Charles Simoni at Xerox PARC. That demo became very amazing to me and set in schedule for loads to appear after that each at Microsoft and with inside the industry. Editor's note, a Silicon Valley studies institution well known for paintings on tech from the computer to GPUs and the Ethernet. Then of course, the net takes it to an entire new level. When I became CEO of Microsoft, I wrote the Internet Tidal Wave memo. It's quite wonderful what I'm seeing in AI with inside the closing 1 year is simply as critical because the PC with the GUI, graphical user interface, or the Internet. As one of the 4 maximum critical milestones in virtual generation, it ranks up there. And I understand the paintings of OpenAI higher than others. I am now no longer announcing that they're the handiest ones. In fact, you understand, the sudden component is that there might be a variety of entrants on this space. But what OpenAI has accomplished could be very amazing, and that they truly lead in lots of components of it. AI which human beings are looking via the extensive availability of ChatGPT. How do you notice this variation with inside the manner humans paintings or do business? Should they be enthusiastic about productivity? Should they be involved approximately activity losses? What ought to humans understand approximately what this can imply for the manner they paintings? Most futurists who see the appearance of AI have stated that repetitive blue-collar and bodily jobs might be the primary jobs to be stricken by AI. And it's really going on, and those shouldn't permit their shield down on that, however it's a touch bit slower than I expected. You understand, Rodney Brooks, a professor emeritus at MIT and robotics entrepreneur, I'll placed out a few very conservative thoughts on how speedy a number of the ones matters will appear. Autonomous using has unique challenges, however manufacturing facility robotization will nevertheless appear with inside the subsequent 5 to 10 years. But what's certain is the truth that responsibilities that contain studying and writing waft, like summarizing a complicated set of files or writing something with inside the fashion of an already present author, is the truth that you could try this with those big language models. Can do, and support them, that waft is in reality pretty amazing. One of the matters I challenged, Greg Brockman, early summertime season, hey, Can OpenAI's model skip the AP biology test? And I